Hey guys, Zero here. We're going to do a Wolverine upgrade SMP to this KWA M4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to install it. We're going to do a full teardown, full install. And I'll try my best to explain what I'm doing. It's my first time doing like one of these videos, so we'll see what happens. Got our Wolverine SMP. Comes with battery. Comes with our trigger board, wire harness, the FCU, and this awesome Wolverine airsoft patch that I will install onto the body permanently. Nah, just playing. It also comes with obviously the tool to adjust, as well as this is for the back of the gearbox. This is where your stock tube screw goes through, connects to this in the back of the gearbox, and seeing as you're not using a spring guide, this is taking that place. So we're going to do a full teardown of this KWA. It's one of the models that's awesome and has the wiring built into the stock, so you're going to want to remove this screw. Take all that stupid wiring out. Oh, there's more screws, yay. There's another little one right here. We're not going to need those anyway, so we could just go ahead and take all, there's another little piece in there, we'll just go ahead and take that out, seeing as we're not going to need it anymore. It's stripped. Nice. Awesome. So now when dealing with a strip screw, best thing to do is you just apply a little bit of upwards force. And it'll cause that screw to catch those threads and allow you to take it out. Now, this gun had the connector coming out the side here, so you gotta like navigate your way. Pull that out. You're going to want to remove the stock completely. Now you're left with the tube. Put the stock to the side. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take a really long screwdriver. Get that back bolt out. This is eventually going to be where our wiring and our FCU goes. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Mount for the camera just fell down. That's awesome. Try this again. Alright. Is that enough drama for one video, YouTube? I don't know. It's probably going to fall down again, so bear with me. I really don't want to stop this video and start adjusting stuff. So we're just going to keep on rolling. We're going with it. We're moving with it. Not going to need any of this wiring. Going to need this. Going to need this. So keep those. Going to need that too, just so you know. I don't know if you'll notice, but it's pretty important. So yeah. To everyone that commented to me in person about the "Can I say fuck on YouTube?" Thank you. I love hearing feedback, regardless of what feedback it is. And it is pretty hilarious. Alright, I am going to just start steaming through this. Remove your grip screws. Move the motor. Watch out for this little disc This can get stuck in motors. If you plan on reusing the motor and it's stuck to the motor, you definitely want to know where that went. Okay. Take off your grip. 2 screws on the KWA. GNPs have 4 inside of it. Body pins. I'm going to need a really small Allen key for that. Forgive me for not laying out my tools that I needed for this prior to actually doing it. May not have that Allen key. Just kidding. Mag catch. Going to knock out the through pin. Okay. Now, one other thing on the KWA, you actually got to remove this plastic piece on the 2-piece hop-up unit version. So there's 2 Phillips screws for that. Going to want to remove that. It's kind of like a Marui. Has that piece there. Thankfully, this is the rear wired version. Don't got to worry about wires all up in this. Look at that. A thing of beauty. A Kawa. Okay. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, you're taking apart KWA and putting in something else. That's heresy. To them, I have to say, even your 11.1 LiPo ain't gonna match that. So yeah. So how are the kids? Everyone good? Everyone good? Okay. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. So everyone have a good holiday there. Yeah. Wow, you've been watching for 7 minutes and 41 seconds. You must really want to know how to do this. It'd be a dick move to turn it off right now, wouldn't it? Alright, I won't. I won't. Gonna wanna, what I like to do is I like to get a real long and skinny screwdriver, stick it all the way through. When I open a gearbox, that's gonna hold this down as well as hold the spring guide down. And you just pry it up. Just like that. Nice and simple. Nice and easy, simple, the whole 9 yards. Okay, we're going to take everything out, except for a few crucial pieces that we're going to need. Need a place to put this stupid stuff. And it goes on the floor for now. Okay. Move all the gears, anti-reversal, wiring. Remove the trigger for now. We're going to reinstall it, so don't put that too far away. When you're taking apart the trigger unit here, you want to keep the tiny screw that's holding that on right there. So do not lose that. Take your trigger unit out, just like that. Put that to the side. We're not going to need it. It's heresy anyway. Okay, so in this instance, I'm going to remove the bushings. I mean, it doesn't really matter unless you want to use them. Let's do this a little smarter. There's 2. There's 3. Got 1 more in this gearbox. Right here, and it's hidden by the selector plate. I'll show you how to take that all apart. If you're putting in a speed trigger, you got to modify your safety right here anyway. So we'll just go ahead and show you how to do that real quick anyway. Now, there's a little spring here. This little screwdriver that they provide is really handy. Just push it a little bit, get it out of the way, pull it off, there you go. And then whole plate. When the it's a little tricky when this is still in here. Again, I'm not looking to get that into it, trying to do a quick video. Okay, now that those are out, let's do this. I like to take this off. You're going to need to take it off anyway to get through the holes, so might as well just take it off. This is your Wolverine SMP unit. Here is your trigger board wiring. We're going to install that first. Remember that little screw I was telling you about? Here's where it's necessary. Just like that. Keep the wiring a little bit out of the way. Now what we could do is, we could also put in our selector plate. Be wary though, now you have a little piece here that is very easy to break off. You do not want to break that, so do not break it. I should have taken that out, but here's what it is. Okay, there we go. Take that little spring. Oh. Alright, I gotta take a second here. I am forgetting key steps to this, so I just need to take a second. Forget all about stuff. We don't actually need this anymore, so we're just gonna go ahead and take it out anyway. So if you were watching going, we don't need it anyway, you were right. So, shut up. I mean, you know. Alright, so we'll take that out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is do a quick little trigger test fit. Make sure our trigger actually actuates or depresses the micro switch. We're going to put that in. And it's doing a real good job pressing that. So we're going to go ahead and leave that. We're going to do the trigger last. Okay. We're going to take our SMP unit, put that in. This hose definitely gets in the way sometimes, so just keep an eye on that. Just lay it inside gearbox. Oh, battery's done. Okay. And I'm getting emails. Oh man, things are going crazy right now. Chose the wrong time to do this. But I have a customer that really wants it, so above and beyond, that's what we do. Okay, we got our trigger in, got everything in. Now, we got to run the final wire. Now, you got to watch out with this wire when you're doing it out the back, because you don't want the trigger to start messing with that unit. So you got to kind of get it out and off to the side. I like routing it under the airline, personally. Just make sure it's out of the way, because you don't want the trigger action to start messing with your wire. So this is how I did it. Just wire it around. There's probably going to be smarter ways to do it, but that's the way I'm doing it. It looks like there's space underneath. I mean, it's going to be pretty secure once this is all together. So, and what you could also do is, I mean, you could do a test fit here, test fire, where you know you're just checking stuff. But for the purpose of the video, we're just going to go ahead and start reassembling, getting everything together. Don't forget, as I almost did, the piece for this for your for your stock, because it will be very hard to attach a stock without this piece. So again, just trying to rush through this video for you guys. Okay, everything fits pretty securely. Trigger feels good. Yep. See, I'm rushing, and I'm not thinking about everything. Safety. Okay, I need to put that in. So, go ahead and get that in. And if you use this video to install your own, let me know how useful it is. It's probably not going to be very useful, just because I'm kind of rushing through and forgetting things here, but sometimes that happens. Come on, trigger, get in there. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so now we could start putting the gearbox back together, and you saw how easy everything went in, right? Like, that wasn't something that was lost in translation, right? Okay. Cool. So we're going to start reassembly now. Sorry if I haven't been too good, you know, explaining things. I apologize for that. But, again, just trying to do as quick as possible here. Personally, I like getting some screws in place and then just hitting them real quick. Remember, on these KWAs, they have, these are like security torques. Not security torques, but torques. Sorry. In my job, for what I do, Monday to Friday, security torques is like one of the most common screws that we use in the security industry, because I do camera systems, access control systems, all sorts of low voltage locksmithery and whatnot. So, all right, back to the matter at hand here. Now, when you're running your wiring, you also want to watch out that this hole right here is not blocked, because if this hole is blocked and you can't get something through it, that's actually where your body pin is going to go. So that's going to cause you all sorts of issues. Alright, get our wire back, just like that, boom, all in. Look how beautiful that is. Oof, so sexy. It makes me just want to, can't really say it on YouTube, but yeah, sure. Think what you want, don't judge me. Now I've noticed, as I was kind of putting that all back together, that my a little spacer screw in the back does not want to stay in the right position. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick little, I'm going to show you how to keep that in place while you're getting the stock back in. Now again, here's me forgetting stuff, because I'm retarded today apparently. Yelling at myself on the inside. I don't know if you could hear it, probably not, but definitely yelling at myself on the inside. What's funny is I was actually going to mention that and get it all in there, but I forgot, so now you got to deal with me talking. Okay, so that's in. Alright, cool, we're good. We're good. Back on track here. Get your mag catch in, because I'm sure you want to use this with a magazine. I mean, I'd imagine, you know, putting a mag in and having it fall out would probably suck in a game, so. Losing my head here. Get that nice and snug. Now our airline, get that back in. Now, one thing I want to show you is a quick way to magnetize. This is a Systema Magnum. Just roll your screwdriver across. It will magnetize your screwdriver. Real handy when you're putting the grip screws back in. So we're putting our grip screws back in. Sorry if this video sucks. Actually, I'm not sorry. You're the one watching it, so you should be sorry. Okay. Grip screws are in. Now, depending on how you want to do this, how you want to achieve, you know, your base plate here. This one is obviously one that you could just take this out. Obviously, it's got to be like supremely Loctited in. Why not? Why wouldn't it be? Seriously. So what you could do is just apply some heat to that. Now, if I told you before how this seemed like it was kind of getting out of place, I did put this in the correct way, and it is jumping out of place. So we're going to go ahead and get this in the hard way. KWAs, I guess, don't use a normal piece. This is going to be a pain. Okay, so I got it kind of in place here. So I'm going to hold it with the finger. I'm going to get my plate. Doing all this upside down is not very easy. Oh, plate's on backwards. Get our plate on. Now the cool thing about this was it was rear wired before, so it makes it easier to reinstall these parts. There's stock 2 on. And finally, a little screw jammy. Hold the stock in. So I'm going to try and tell you what I'm doing. I'm just trying to line this up with the head of the screw, get it in, and screw it in, feeling for the hole. It was very easy. Already found it, already in. Tighten that bad boy down. Stock ain't going nowhere. Okay, so we're pretty much, complete at this point. We could run through a function test real quick and test everything out. You could hear the clicks on this unit, and those clicks will basically be how the solenoid is working. So semi, working perfect. Working perfect. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take the battery off. Now let's get your little screws in here put in. And just for now, I don't want to go through, you know what, we will go through that. I'll show you how to loosen up the Loctite. If you've got something like this that's a little bit stubborn, you're going to want to grab some heat. I've got a torch for that. I have a torch somewhere for that. Oh goodness. Oh man. Tripping on stuff. Not very professional video. Then again, I'm not a director, so it's not perfect. Everyone else can not watch it. So, go ahead and get some vice grips, get our torch on, and apply great amounts of heat. Just keep heating that bad boy up. When you take the heat away and you start seeing some fumes coming off it, that's how you know that the Loctite is hot enough to start breaking. You just want to add that heat. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is put this on too quickly, because what it'll do is it'll actually melt your hose. So you do not want that. You do not want any of that. So See that? I don't know if you can see that smoke coming off it, off the back end of it. Now it's smoking all by itself. This is when you know it is time to just apply a little bit of coaxing. That should come all the way out. Don't touch it, it's hot. I'm going to go run this through some cold water and metal. What it's going to do is it's going to cool it down very quickly so we could use it quick. Alrighty, we're back. So I got my part here. It's nice and cool. Wouldn't be putting this on if I didn't have it in my hand. So look how our hose just routes right through there. Perfectly. Get our screws for the grip back in place. Now, this specific gun is going to have a Ninja LPR and everything like that, but just for intensive purposes, I've got a setup here that's already pretty much good to go. I just want to give this a function test. So we're running at 80 psi. Do a quick function test with a red line reg. Okay. I'd say that's a pretty easy install. Safety works, semi works, full auto definitely works. I think this is this one's all complete. So definitely check us out on Facebook and everything like that. Links will be in the comments section or the information section. And if you guys want to see anything, just let us know, and you know, we'll try to accommodate everybody. This is definitely my first informative install video, so just give me some feedback. Let me know if you watched it, enjoyed it, if it was helpful to you personally as an airsofter. And this is Zero from X Custom signing out. Y'all have a great day.